call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFB this year, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Huskers will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Indiana's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. It's a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Cornhuskers offense will take the field for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throws to the physical pass defense. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. Oh, he's got some space. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Huskers are flying down the field. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Release to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Hansen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, it's Hansen. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Catch in the middle. It's Cooper. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Pulls it in. It's Chandler. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Hoosiers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Now facing a third and long. To the air, it's Raiola. Hauls it in. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down, and it'll be fourth. The Cornhuskers line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He'll make the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps his drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Bishop. Turns it on in midfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now on first down from the 40. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up fourth down.
So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. North Carolina went on the road and just dominated, and that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Tar Heels ever do that? Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The screen, and watch out. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. When you're called corn huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Motion from the back. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got his man across the middle. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Here's the handoff. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be fourth down and 3. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Absolutely perfect. I mean, that field goal, guys, we're all tied up, and there we go.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Right? The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's caught. Off and running. Touchdown, Hoosiers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good to finish things off. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. pick up at all on that play.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
And the defense got him at the 27.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Hoosiers will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Nestles it in at the 35. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it inside the 30. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Husker!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Arizona State answered the bell away from Tempe today with an impressive victory. The Sun Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Snags it over the middle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
The Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Trying to take it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And the Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Right on the money. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way.
Breaks into the open. He's at the tip. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Great job by the back on the option.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they certainly finished it in style with a 71-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Mills. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, back to the Sea of Red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it.
He's got it down the left. Open spaces. Touchdown, Nebraska. And the pummeling has started. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Iowa steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Iowa City a ton of confidence. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Cooper. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Rush is on him. He'll pull it down and run. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Get up. Get up. Yep, I think that's what everybody says to their quarterbacks after they take big hits like that. He got the first down, but you don't want to make a living taking those whacks.
Grab behind the line. It's Cooper. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying play action. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
This defense is so well coached. They came into this game knowing that they were going to see some screen passes. On 3rd down, they were expecting it, and now they have a chance to get off the field.
They kick it away on 4th down. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. The Huskers decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. And the Hoosiers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Bishop. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. On target over the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got 2nd and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got 3rd and goal coming up, and if you want to go for it.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, it looked bad for a little bit, but how about the defense coming through? Back-to-back sacks. Now it's 4th and goal. Decision time for the offense, but the defense made it really, really difficult getting those negative plays in back-to-back situations.
Dead center perfect. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Slithers into space. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Rides to back and leaves it. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So 1st down will open up the final period. They send the tight end in motion. He'll keep it himself. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the 4th quarter. He says, nobody there.
Catch inside the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Trying to turn the corner on the right.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Fires to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Cornhuskers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The give to the back. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The screen, he can go. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the Hoosiers are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
Pulls it in. It's Bishop. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. To the air, it's Raiola. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be third and long. Rides to the back. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Got his man quickly. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Wants to fire on second down. He's going to run it. Pulled down for the tackle.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Snagged in the middle. It's Bishop. And he's wrestled to the ground. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were
makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And the Hoosiers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Indiana! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. North Texas looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before the year is out. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Mendoza. Caught near the sticks, it's Bishop. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bishop. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. And the Hoosiers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Hoosiers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already...
Unleashes one deep. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation